channel. My name is Ann Sapore. Today we shall be making whipped cream and then we shall be using it to cover a cake. For this whipped cream, I'm going to be using liquid whipped cream. So let's get started. But wait, before we go ahead, if this is your first time of coming to my channel and you haven't subscribed to it, look down below and just press the subscribe button. We are all about caking, cake decoration, wafer paper art. Thank you for watching me today. So we shall be using a stand mixer for this to mix our whipped cream. I'm going to be measuring 5 cups because this whipped cream contains 5 cups. So I'm just doing that now. So for every cup of whipping cream that I've added, I shall be adding 1/4 cup of icing sugar that has been pre-sieved. And then I'll be adding my vanilla flavor. Then I'll be attaching my balloon whisk, and then we'll start whipping. I forgot to mention that my whipping cream was very cold. It has been in the fridge for a long time, at least for about a week, because I bought it a week ago, and it is super cold. And when it is super cold, it whips up very easy. And if you like, you can also put your bowl and your balloon whisk in the fridge so that it will enhance the whipping up of your whipped cream. So this is our whipped cream. I wish you could really see it. It is really stiff, very stiff, very stiff. So I shall be using it just the way it is. So now we shall be stacking our cakes and we shall be using the whipped cream as our filling. I shall not be adding so much to it as putting so much might press out from the size of the cake much later. Okay, so this is my vanilla, and I'll be putting my red velvet and a vanilla again. So with my plum, I'm just checking to make sure that my cake is level. If the bubble is in the center, that means your cake is level. So I'm just using it on all the sides just to make sure everywhere is okay. So I'll just go ahead and start trimming around the sides of my cake because my cake is leveled. So if you notice, I'm trimming the first 2 layers, and then I'll be using the trimming for my first 2 layers to trim my top cake. That is how I always love to trim my cakes. Now I'm going to be crumb coating my cake just to seal in the crumbs around the sides of the cake and the top of the cake. Okay guys, if you're still here, that means probably you like what you're seeing. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to like our video, and most importantly, I also love you to leave your comments behind. I'll be happy to reply them and talk to you all. Fill a piping bag with your whipped cream and just start to go around your cake just the way I'm doing now. I love to do this way because it makes life easier. It makes covering this cake super easy and fast and neater. You won't have the problem of having to, just waste time anyway. I just totally love it. So with your spatula, just start to go around your cake, smoothing it and fill up any holes that you might see as you smoothing your cake. Do that at the sides and do that on the top until everywhere is completely covered. Now I'll be using the scraper to totally make the cake very smooth. I'll do that at the side and on top. I've tinted my whipped cream, some of my whipped cream, with some red color, some red food color. You just do that just simply by adding some food color and just mix. That's all. There's no special technique to it. So I'm putting it just at the bottom, just the way I put the first coating, and then I'll be using my spatula to smoothen it, and then later on I'll use my scraper to also make it very smooth too. When I'm done with that, I'm going to be using my scraper to leave some design on my cake. So it's time for the chocolate. I've just melted my chocolate and put it in a piping bag, and I'm just going back and forth from the top to down. You just pipe, you release, pipe, you release. If you want it spaced out, then just give some space before you drop your chocolate drips. To finish up the top of the cake, I have put some whipping cream into my piping bag, and I'm making this piping with a star tip. So we have finished our cake. So now I'm just going to be putting these sugar bubbles that I made in green color. If you have not watched that video, you can check my playlist, it's right there, or I'll just put the link here and you'll see it. This is the video will show you exactly how I made these sugar bubbles. Then I am using red fondant just to make it look like I'm adding some Christmas balls to it. And then I'll be ending it with a wafer paper star that I made and sprinkled some disco dust on it. So voila, our cake is ready. Our Christmas whipped cream cake is ready. I hope you enjoyed watching it.